Fala galera, quem fala é o Zaya. Vou fazer aqui mais uma pequena gameplay, né? Assassin's Creed 3 Xbox 360. Tem a versão masterizada, né? Saiu, mas realmente essa versão 360 também é muito boa, né? Muito bonito também. Apesar de, eu acho que esse é um dos que eu menos gostei, junto com o Revelations, né? Eu acredito que esse daqui eu acho que é algumas partes melhor que o Revelations, mas tem uma ambientação bem legal também, né? Vamos ver quando foi que eu joguei aqui mais um jogo, né? Que foi que eu resgatei enquanto assinante, né? Então, mais um jogo que a Microsoft me deu. Peguei 19 conquistas vezes 400 Gs em 2019 também. 30G, né? Não perde sequência 12 também, eu acho que esse é a última. Isso. Outro difícil também, né? Outros conquistas bem difíceis, né? Assim como todos os outros. Tem nenhum Assassin's Creed fácil. Né? Então, vamos lá, vamos fazer um pequeno gameplay e jogar um pouco. Mais ali da parte dos Estados Unidos, né? Um tipo de revolução ali na época, né? Não vou levar exatamente, mas tem todos os índios, né? Vamos falar. É índio norte-americano, né? Agora nem eu lembro o nome, né? Os ancestrais, né? Parte mais indígena. Vamos pôr aqui, campanha solo. Ó, eu terminei com 32%, né? Vou pôr aqui um novo jogo. Índio nativo americano, né? Os nativos americanos, fala.
Better to start at the beginning with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no
garoto que estava se acessando, né? Joga no primeiro, né? Falta aí.
It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple.
Isso tá bem mais explicado, né? Legenda em português. Primeiro não tinha, né?
Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars. As the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years. Even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all,
contando, né? A luta milenar, né? Que eles já têm.
A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything.
Dispositivo, né? Que tem poder de mudar.
Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's
muito bonito os gráficos, hein, cara.
And the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching. Bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked.
Treinou outro ancestral, né? Várias experiências.
That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring.
Tem que voltar a algum ponto da história de novo, né?
When it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the
Tem que ver, né?
the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led.
Vai recapitulando tudo, né? Da história até aqui.
To this long lost place, Armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio, he holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side.
É o dispositivo, né? Pode mudar tudo, né?
His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
Conhecer Abstergo, né?
We're here.
Seu personagem, né? Acessar várias memórias agora, né? Voltar no tempo. Através das memórias, né? Tá com o dispositivo, né?
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
Vamos lançar.
I think we're here.
Beleza. Bom. E os outros desceram, né? Tem descrição aqui, né? Uma sala, né? Tem um esquema pra... Todo um sistema tecnológico, né?
You must find the key.
Tem que encontrar a chave.
Son. Sir.
Tá voltando.
Here we go again.
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
De fuga.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right.
O tempo estava conectando com ele.
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key.
Uma chave,
There's
né?
no idea where it is, though. I guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Juno.
Okay, Desmond. While you were, visiting Constantinople,
Constantinople.
we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there.
Meio que um tutorialzinho, né? Treinando.
Okay, Desmond. Let's practice climbing on these objects.
Tá louco. Nossa, pulei sem querer. E que eu ia até morrer. Pela altura, né? Nossa.
Free run your way through this little obstacle course.
É rápido, né?
That's a constraint. These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate.
Bem rápido, né?
Alright, Desmond. Follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars.
Treinar, né? Tem que ser aéreo. Acredito. Parado, um pouquinho que anda ele cai.
Here is jump the gap.
Uh. Nossa. tutoriais de Assassin's Creed são bem grandes, né, cara? Ó, sincronizando de volta, ó. Sincronização completa. Papel de um capitão, né? Sincronizando os memórias. É legal também as roupas, né, cara?
Sir, everything all right, sir?
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Esqueci do seu convite.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
Vou entrar aqui. Sequência 1, né? Teatro, então. Ano de 1754, né? Nove e meia, né? Encontrar um lugar. Bem legal, né, cara? As ambientações, realmente. Os NPCs, né? São bem criativos, bem diversificados.
Good evening, sir. This way, please.
My apologies.
Teatro gigantesco, né, cara?
Evening, Haytham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. But I suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
Vamos aos negócios, né? Vou localizar um aqui, né? Ó.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. We need to find another way out.
Os assassinos disfarçados, né?
I already have.
Sir, Black Mole had set word of trial comes on in the afternoon, and she hopes you will order
Tem que achar uma área.
bring her off.
As the wench is very active and industrious, you may satisfy her that
thousand
I've stuff in
pardons.
the evidence.
So sorry.
Okay, sir, is found guilty.
A lazy dog. When I took him the time before, I told him what would come to if he did
Vamos
not
por
mend
cima
his
aqui,
hand.
né?
This is death without reprieve. I may venture to book him. Or Tom Gag. £40. Let Betty Sly know I'll save her from the transportation. So I can get
Como se ninguém tivesse vindo, né? Tá.
Betty has brought more goods into our locked year than ever.
Não te chama atenção, não.
And in truth, 'tis a pity to lose so good a customer.
If none of the gang take her off, she may, in the common course of business, live at 12 months longer. I love to let women escape. A good sportsman always lets the end partridges fly, because the breed of the game depends on them. Besides, here the law allows us no reward. There's nothing to be got by the death of women, except our wives.
Without dispute, she is a fine woman. 'Twas to her
De camarote.
I owe my education. And to say a bold word, she hath trained up 4 young fellas to the business and the gaming table.
Truly, Filch, like
Game V, missão falha, né?
we and the surgeons are more beholden to women than
Não tem um caminho até os bastidores. Zaga azul, né? Qual a outra também? Tá apertando RT. Vamos achar o nosso alvo. Nossa.
And let your friends know where I am burning up the boys tonight.
When a gentleman is long kept in suspense, penitence may break his spirit ever after. Besides, certainty gives a man a good air upon his trial, and makes him risk another without fear or scruple. But I'll...
Porcaria.
You should have come to me. We would have found another way.
Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
As am I.
Ninguém vendo. Bem disfarçadamente, mas as mulheres vão ver, né? Tem que sair agora, né? Disfarçadamente. Vou chamar a atenção. Fica esperto agora. Estão circulando os boatos, né? Deixar a saída. Tá todo um burburinho de todo lado, né? Revistando, tem um monte de gente. Muita gente, né, cara? Enorme. Gato gigantesco. Colossal. Isso é louco. Isso aí. Já era, né? Tá fora e acabou-se. A camarada já tá esperando.
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Eliminado.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
Chegou em artefato.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge. Perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown. unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain.
Atrás, né? Então, chave que abre alguma coisa que os antigos já estão falando, né? Acharam livros escritos.
Should they find it first?
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is.
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fair your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies.
Mapa.
Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Vamos pra América, né?
Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, we'll want...
Boston, né? A cidade, tô lembrando.
Then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We booked you
Boston.
passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn.
Navio parte amanhã.
Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.
Sequência 1. Completa. Vai pra América agora, né? Vai pra Boston. Meio que um prólogo, né? Eu no Atlântico, dia 2. Quem? Isso eu acho que não tem parte naval, né? Não sei. Não tem, vamos ver. Talvez tenha também, não tô lembrado, mas acho que não. Vai mostrar esse CG esse mesmo, né? Os Marvels cantando.
Fresh air might do me good.
Vamos sim. Aqui não. Pessoal jogando dado, né?
Captain?
Então,
Mr. Kenway.
I just wanted to thank you again for taking me aboard, and apologize for any inconvenience it may have caused.
Inconvenience would be an understatement.
I'm sorry, I don't follow.
My ship was held in port for 2 days that we might accommodate you. I lost several contracts as a result.
I had no idea.
Of course not. You nobles are all the same.
And then all will be well.
You sure about that?
Of course. Have I ever led you astray?
Nah. No, you don't sit right with the others.
Have faith, my friend. You'll see.
Well, well. Seems our esteemed guest has deigned to grace us with his presence. You might want to head back to your quarters. Top deck's no place for tender
capitão, né?
So I thought. And yet here you are.
Ai, errei aqui.
Let's see how funny you find this.
Mal.
That's enough, Graves.
Vamos ter que dar uma lição aqui que tá desacreditando, né? Então. Vai ser diferente, né? Pô, tô reagindo. Já foi.
Please, fellas, call this off. If the captain sees us...
hell with the captain. And to hell with you, Mills. Whose side you on, anyway?
Vamos.
We're ready to go again if you are.
This is unwise.
Why is that? You think I'm afraid of you?
But you should be.
Neste novo. Ixi.
Do you yield?
Never!
Ó, não.
How do you like these odds?
Não.
What's the meaning of this? Captain! Explain yourself at once, Mr. Kenway.
These thought we were simply passing the time with a bit of sport, Captain.
How about you pass the time by doing your goddamn jobs instead? I wasn't aware I was paying you to loll about.
Então dá, cara.
A word, please, Mr. Kenway.
Oh, I nearly forgot. There's your knife back.
Beleza, né, cara? Tá bom. Só um pouquinho aqui pra brincar. Vai chegar até Estados Unidos, né? Pra Boston. Bem legal, né, cara? Também. Versão remasterizada, né? Mas tem essa também como opção 360, que é bem bacana também. Inventação. Outras histórias, né? Outros personagens, que é bem bacana, né? Isso que é bom. Então, os personagens acabam sendo bastante marcantes, né? Acaba as histórias bem contadas, né? Vamos assim. Beleza, galera? Então é nóis. Vamos encerrar aqui essa pequena gameplay Assassin's Creed 3, né? 360. Quem quiser seguir na live, Gamertag tá aí na tela. Não se esqueça de deixar o like para fortalecer, né? Se inscrever se ainda não é inscrito. Comentar aí se já jogou, né? Se curtiu. Isso daí também. E é nóis. Ficando por aqui. Valeu. Fui.